In this video I'll be showing you every single Easter egg and secret within the map Tag der Toten. If you're looking for a particular Easter egg or secret, there will be timestamps down in the description as well as a pinned comment of the video, so you can find what particular Easter egg or secret you are looking for. If you missed any of the previous all Easter egg videos, then there will be a link to that down in the description of the video as well as in a pinned comment. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.
Ooh, I can't feel my feet anymore. They're still there, right?
They really don't like snowballs. Hey! Now they're giving out prizes! Is it something about the snow here, or would that work anywhere? What am I doing? Someone less necessary should carry this. Where's Marlton? Sorry, but you're just in the way. Every blocked path is a dead end, and I don't want to end up dead. This might not be the safest thing I've ever done. So the computers here take punch cards? What, do they also have lots of flashing lights and tape reels that spin? Must be a gizmo somewhere that punches these cards. I mean, that's just logic. All right, now what the hell do I do with this? That worked?
My friends, fight bravely. I have arranged a little gift for you inside Vault. Destroy Hell Pigs and you will meet your, new ally. Maybe a little scary at first, but, well, you will see. A spirit resides inside Music Box. She is like force of nature. Treat with respect.
Oh man, this thing just feels evil.
Do not be afraid. She fights for us now. child has been through much. Now, with every strike, she purges darkness. Help her as she helps you.
What's this key supposed to unlock? Nothing, if it's locked in ice. I don't know what this is, but I'm taking it. Oh, the others will surely be jealous.
Do not lose key, comrades. It unlocks something very precious. I cannot wait to see Richtofen's face when you find it. Behold, his legendary Frill device. Very powerful, especially once you charge it up. You are closer and closer to ending this conflict, my friends. Do not stop now.
Drill device? That doesn't tell me anything about what this is.
I know perfectly well what it is. That, Sammy, is my goldenrod.
Looks like the drill contraption's at full charge.
You got the drill device. I have something for you. Let's try it. I used to be a test subject here. I have seen all strange artifacts and forces they unleash. This will give you a fighting chance.
The scope kinda suggests this isn't exactly designed for close-up use. That would have cost 10 times more. What? That's amazing! Please, tell me this is beef and where I can go.
That is human vital organ. Hurry! Take it to Lighthouse before it melts and spoils.
So fucking cold! It almost burns! How's that even possible?
That was my spleen, amigos! You have restored my inner plumbing! Speaking of which, I made these yellow snowballs as my way of saying it! Gracias, huh?
You know what? I'm not even gonna ask.
Don't ask, don't tell. As in, don't tell him you know me, Sammy.
This good feeling won't last. This is crazy! Oh, now who knew that would work? Why is this thing so dirty? Oh, now who knew that would work? Why do I have to carry this? How about that? We didn't mess that up?
Good. You're making heat pack. Move through water fast and freeze slow, yes?
Oh, man. I can use this. I was getting desperate enough to put on long pants. Can't move! Oh! I'm really trying not to take that personally. I'm a sitting duck if I don't break free! Probably had that coming. Well, I guess this counts as a cave. Sorta.
Place the rock on the dumbwaiter. I know what to do.
Yeah, sure thing, but, who are you? Ought to be something useful in the boathouse. Like, a boat. Preferably with an engine. Holy shit! Won't matter how special this pack of punch is if I don't survive using it.
We're completely surrounded! We're completely fucked! We're writing a new one! It's called Maggot Stack Massacre! We're completely fucked!
glasses are these?
A great man, Sammy. He shined a light in the darkest corners of our souls.
Rest in peace, old fella. You were a true original.
These glasses belonged to an icon. We walk in his footsteps.
Man who wore these was a trailblazer. Russ Man salutes him.
Hey, amigo, it's me, from the lighthouse. I set up some challenges to help me decide how much I can trust you. No offense. Believe me, you will be rewarded for your efforts. Here is an easy one.
Victory to instill a...
Amigo, I want to play a game. Do this one in your sleep, my friend.
Oh, I'm so giddy I could just pee my name in the snow!
Bonus points! Try this. Not too easy, not too difficult.
Double points!
Look, man. But when their brains go splat like that, I mean, it's just... Mwah! Saved again by my trusty cargo vest.
You can do this one in your sleep, my friend.
When I urinate, I swear it's like lava some days. supposed to do with this? This thing is girthy.
This should be no problem for you.
Oh, right now I trade that Agartha.
Bonus points!
Okay. Do you like music? Huh? I love to sing. Hey, I'll sing a tune, and you go play it on the bells at the docks, okay? La, 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 la.
Completed all the challenges. You have more than earned my trust. We are amigos for life.
This thing shoots air. And anyone forced to spend time with Marlton knows the power of hot air. Ba-dum-ba. Won't matter how special this pack of punch is if I don't survive using it. I'm just glad she's on our side.
For now. For now.
Wow! A full pack for the same price!
Today's the 14th of April, the year of our Lord 1885. A day I will hold dear until my last. I have done and spent 30 years of my life in Purgatory Point. My ma brought me out here when I was but 10 years young. She hoped to give us a chance at a new life. They're good folk here in Purgatory Point. Sure, sometimes they get a little rowdy, and maybe we strayed too far from heaven's gaze, but what do you expect from a frontier mining town? Something happened to one of the miners. Clive Farnsworth, a good man, came by the shop a few times. Anyway, he went down into that mine, stayed down there for 10 days. When he came back up, he was changed. They say he was like a feral animal, rabid and carnivorous. His mind was gone, his flesh all sallow and bloody, his eyes ablaze in a red light. First home he stumbled upon was me and Ma's. I was at the shop at the time. Ma went out to meet him, and Clive, Doc said it happened quick. Clive jumped on her, ripped her throat. Old Bill ran over, put two through Clive's skull, shot him dead, like a dog. But Ma, she's been laid to rest now. She'll rise up to heaven, and bless her soul, she'll be greeted with open arms. That mine, they've been digging for that blue rock. Some folks say you stare too long, you'll find the devil in it. I need answers. I need to understand what happened. I'll head down to that mine tomorrow. The day's the 19th of April, the year of our Lord, 1885. Somehow. I don't know how it's possible. Last I recall, I was headed into the mine. I swear, I was only down there for a few hours. When I come back up, townsfolk say I've been missing for 5 days. Then there was last night. When I slept, I had a vision. 2 angels came down to me from heaven. They told me I needed to be ready to prepare for what was coming. And what was coming, they would not tell me, but how to prepare. Build a machine, they said. A machine that will grant you great power. Now, this machine was complex, requiring craftsmanship and mechanical skill I did not have. I told them such, but they said not to worry. They would guide my hands. The way they described it, it sounded like an oven or a kiln. You stick your rifle inside, and when it come back out, well, let's just say that rifle would pack a serious punch. The day's the 30th of June, the year of our Lord 1885. My invention is the talk of the town. People been coming from far and wide, eager for a chance to upgrade their firearm. Revolver, rifle, the machine don't care. It'll pack 'em all. I pray every night, thanking the heavens for sending them 2 angels. I couldn't have done this without their guiding hand. They returned to me last night. They told me there was another machine they wished me to build. They called it the Agarthan device. Said it had the power to grant that which one truly desires. I told them I was their servant. Show me the path and I will walk. They said I needed 3 things. The blood of an elder god, an elemental shard, and a metallic vessel to harness and carry both. To find the blood, they instructed me to travel to the bottom of the ocean. I told them this I could not do, for I would perish. To craft an elemental shard, they instructed me to forge 4 souls with a blue rock from our mine. I told them this I could not do, for I do not have the means to siphon a human soul to an element. But a metal vessel? Well, I am a blacksmith. That I think I could manage. The day's the 21st of July, the year of our Lord, 1885. I have a confession. I am burdened with sin. I fear I am the architect of my own damnation. This town is cursed. The devil himself has possessed our people. Folk have been acting all kinds of crazy paranoia, visions, seeing things that ain't there. And the violence. 7 dead in the last 5 days. Sheriff don't know what's gotten into these people. But I know it. It's that damned mine. Them blue rocks. Doc believes them to be meteors from the sky, from up in the stars. Maybe from heaven. But whatever the cause, I fear the disease that consumes this town has gotten to me as well. Last night, I felt overcome with loss and grief. I went to see Ma at the cemetery. Maybe it was a whiskey. Maybe it was delirium. I can't say, but I dug her up and took her into town. I took her to my shop, where I kept the machine. I don't know what came over me. Like something took control of my body, like a puppet on strings. I put her in the machine. I don't know why. Maybe it would bring her back to me. But she vanished. Nothing came back out. I stumbled home in a daze, but as I arrive, I see before my eyes, I see an apparition, a spirit. It looks just like her, only when she was younger. She floats around the house now. I catch her playing the piano. The angels. They came back to me again. I've built the metal carriage just as they asked. Only one thing left to do now. Upgrade it with my machine. The day's the 22nd of July, the year of our Lord, 1885. We are truly lost. This town, these people, we are being punished by heaven for our transgressions, and now must suffer the righteous hand of retribution. I did as they asked. I put the metal vessel in the pack-a-punch machine just as instructed. Next thing I know, all the energy, all the power of the world gets sucked out of the air as if pulled inside the machine. Next thing, the world went white. I came to, and I see that my shop, all the people, the whole damn town has been transported, as if willed by the Lord, into this cavern buried below the surface of the earth. I fear we are at the threshold of hell, the world just waiting to open below our feet. We've been overrun by the devil's army. The dead have risen and now do us in battle. My name is Jebediah Brown, and I bow humbly before the two angels and ask for forgiveness. Show us the path to salvation. We are listening. Hello?
We have verified authenticity of this transmission, yes?
Yes, Anton. A recon unit traveled to the old facility. Apparently, a survivor has been living there since the end of the war.
Since the end of the war? 13 years? How can this be true? And how did we not know about this?
Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine.
And his proposal, this Garthen device, what do you make of this?
Personally, it sounds too good to be true. But this isn't the first I've heard of it. Dr. Richtofen had mentioned it as well.
Just think, Harvey. A device capable of granting that which any man desires. I simply think it, and bang! It is reality. We could beat Americans to Group 935 lunar facility. We could become leaders of free world overnight.
The potential, it is certainly infinite.
So, he says he will construct a device, but first he needs us to find something.
He says we must bring him the blood of an ancient creature. He gave us the coordinates. It's at the bottom of the ocean. Recovery will not be cheap.
Well, we do not need the creature, only its blood. Harvey, do not worry. The reward will pay cost tenfold. This is how the Ascension Group leads charge into New World.
I understand. And there was one more thing. He warned us to bring him the blood straight away. When exposed to the elements for extended amounts of time, it becomes volatile and unstable. He warned us the blood is alive.
Let us worry about collecting it first. We will decide the next move after this, Dr. Yena.
Of course, Dr. Gersh.
I trust your trip was a success.
Like you wouldn't believe, Anton, what we found down there. The creature was magnificent, gargantuan in size. It was otherworldly, a remnant of a different age. Oh, I wish you could have seen it.
It was at the coordinates provided.
Yes, 43 north, 180 east. The blood has a fluidity to it that I find fascinating. We would have investigated further, but we intercepted a transmission that the Americans were in the area. Somehow they'd been informed about the creature's location.
Ah, these damn leaks. They will be our undoing.
It seems every step we take, the Americans follow suit.
Mark my words. There is a mole in Ascension, Harvey. We must strike it out before it destroys us. Get a team together. People we trust. If we are to study the blood, we must make sure the Americans do not find out.
To study it? Anton, I think we should follow the plan and deliver the blood to the Siberian facility.
Yet, Harvey. We cannot. This struggle with the Americans, we cannot let them get the advantage. This blood is our only leverage. After the war and Group 935 disbanded, you came to us. You came to me. You saw a better vision for the future here than what your America was offering. We created Ascension on the principle of being better men, of making this world a better place. If this blood is key to unlocking the future, we would be fools to not take this opportunity.
Perhaps you are right. At the very least, we can study it. What's the harm in that?
the experiments coming, Dr. Yena?
Fascinating, Anton. Truly fascinating. The blood, it's not so much fluid as it is very much alive. It moves, it changes shape at will, reacts to our touch.
Alive? How is this possible?
I'm not sure. One theory is perhaps the creature itself was more of a vessel, and that its blood is made up of 1,000,000 different organisms that control it, like a crew piloting a ship. The creature died, but the organisms inside survived, trapped at the bottom of the ocean.
Is it sentient? Yeah, how is it able to move?
The blood uses negative space, which exists between the molecules. This negative space provides an influx of energy, which we believe fuels the blood, giving it the ability to move.
Do you still believe this blood is suitable for our primates? For rocket testing?
Absolutely. The blood gives them rejuvenation abilities, making them more powerful, stronger. If a monkey is on the brink of death and given an injection, it makes a full recovery in a matter of minutes. The only trade-off is they become more angry, hostile, even violent in some cases.
Is this a problem?
It's manageable. But I'm confident monkeys given an injection of this blood will survive spaceflight.
Wonderful news. I think we can move on to the next phase of the program. We should prepare a serum for mass production. Can you tell me more about this negative space?
We really don't know much about it, except that it does not exist in this dimension. Maybe a gateway from another. One of our men has theorized it might even be a black hole of sorts.
Send what research you've done to myself and our weapons team. Be sure Yuri Zavoyski is included in the brief.
Of course, but I will remind you we need to be careful. We've noticed the blood has been changing composition, as if reacting to all our probing and prodding.
Reacting? How so?
I'm not sure how to explain it, but it feels like the blood's getting angry. Comrades, that is enough! Now, as it stands, we must account for the facts. 2 days ago, one of our research facilities was attacked. All personnel are dead, with the exception of Dr. Gersh and Dr. Zavoyski, who are both still missing.
What about foreign intruders?
We do not know. They have not been recovered. Now, I know what Dr. Gersh and his work meant to this organization. However, all is not lost. We must remember that.
All is not lost. We have no leader. Who is going to lead us now? You? An American? Yes.
I'd remind you to think before you speak, comrade. I am one of the founding members of this organization, and you are someone who has forgotten their place in it. I am not saying I should lead it. Frankly, I would rather not. I would leave it to the committee to find a suitable replacement. However, with Americans, Broken Arrow grows stronger by the day. And we must act quickly if we are to stay ahead of them.
What is it you are proposing?
Some of you may remember 4 years ago, a contact at an abandoned Group 935 facility reached out to us. He promised to construct the Agarthan device for us, provided we brought him the blood of the beast. We never brought him the blood. Instead, we used it to fulfill our own needs. I propose I take a small crew and deliver the blood, as promised, to our ally in Siberia. With the Agarthan device in Soviet hands, we will not only end this Cold War overnight, we will bring humanity together and create a better world. This is Dr. Harvey Yena. It's the 1st of January, 1964. Happy New Year. We are 15 minutes out from the abandoned Group 935 Siberian facility, where I will deliver the blood, as promised, for the creation of the Agarthan device. After I have secured it, I've arranged for rendezvous with my handler, who will take me back to American soil. It's been nearly 20 years. I can hardly remember my former life. After Group 935 disbanded, I had a choice. Come home, or turn to the Soviets and bury myself in the heart of their organization. I chose the latter. When again would America get such an opportunity? There was a moment back in 45, right after McCain was discovered, where I thought Dr. Richtofen had discovered the truth, that I was a spy. He was right, of course. But it turned out Dr. Richtofen had his own problems with Group 935. It's time to go back home. Darn it, if I'm not excited to eat a hot apple pie and catch a game of baseball. What the? Sir, he's broken containment! What on earth is going on?
The blood. It broke containment. It started attacking the guard.
Follow me. We need to move. Now!
Sir, go!
Day 521. I still don't know how it is possible, but late last year, I awoke from a watery grave. When I swam to the surface, I found the German military base abandoned. Only the undead remained on their shores. I attempted to flee, but the fog, it seemed no sooner that the shore faded behind me, it reappeared in front of me. Every attempt I made to escape, it led me right back here. As if I was meant to be here. I have begun broadcasting a radio signal. I'm hoping that someone will answer and come to my rescue. But if no one comes, I'm not sure how much longer I will survive this place. Day 3682, I think. Last night, I had a dream. A dream I have not had in many years. Like the ones I used to have at der Eisendrache. I dreamed I was in medieval times. During a great war, a war to end all wars. In this dream, I am attacked by one of the great beasts. It holds me within its grasp, about to end my life. When I am saved, spared by a man in cloth, not a priest, someone more powerful. He wields a staff of fire. I see 4 heroes stand atop of a mound. The 4 raise their staffs in unison, and suddenly, the knights know the war is not lost. I rejoin the fight, and fight alongside my king. For years I had dreamed of this war. I wonder, perhaps the Germans' experiments warped my brain, my sense of space and time. He thought I died, but it was only that my mind had transformed. I have been here 10 years. No one has responded to my radio message. Is there no one out there? Am I even on Earth? Or am I caught somewhere in between? Every time I try to escape, my raft always brings me back. This place is my prison. But is it a prison? Perhaps it is more like a waiting room, a purgatory of sorts. Perhaps my dreams are much more. Perhaps they are visions of what is to come. And perhaps it is here I must wait for what is to come. They will come for me. In my dreams of this great war, I meet a German doctor. Oddly, he reminds me of the man who once tormented me, but his face is different. When I meet him, he is angry and frustrated. He mentions a man named Dr. Monty, saying he is to blame. This German doctor, he says he believed following Monty's plan would lead them to secure a better tomorrow. This was a lie, he says. This Dr. Monty, he sent the four to the Great War. It was at this moment the German doctor said he realized the truth. Coming to the Great War did not break the cycle. It was merely the end of their loop. We will die here, he says. Then we will be reborn again. And when it is time, we will meet once more in northern France, continuing this never-ending loop. I wonder, he says, how many times have I been to the Great War? How many times have I perpetuated this endless cycle? I'm tired, he says. I have been trying so very hard to do the right thing. But for all his efforts, he had only fulfilled the prophecy of this cycle. He and Dr. Monty had forged the endless loop. This doctor, he tells me one more thing. He tells me he realizes that Dr. Monty is not inherently evil. Dr. Monty, he says, is trying to save the multiverse the safest way he knows how. By forcing us into this cycle, our story will never end. But also, his universe and his existence will be guaranteed. I can't blame him, he says. Dr. Monty is much like you and me. He just wants to survive. He doesn't want to risk his own annihilation. I tell him, well, if we are doomed to meet here again and again until the end of existence, perhaps there is something we can do to change that. He looks at me with a smile and says, I think you are right, old friend. Day 4721. I think I understand. I know why I am here, why I'm trapped on this rock, why I have these dreams, these visions, why I must get to this great war, and what purpose I am to serve in this cataclysmic event of the ages. I am not being sent just to witness what happened, but it is I who helps the doctor break his cycle. Near the end of the Great War, when all hope is nearly lost, I protect him while he activates a device, a teleportation mechanism. I hold back the undead as he powers it up. I give him the moment he needs to escape his fate. I ask him, where will you go? He says, there is a prison I must travel to. Hopefully, I can intercept our friends before it is too late. Before he goes, I give him the elemental gem from the Staff of Fire. I had seen it used to vanquish great evil. He once used it to save my life. Perhaps it will serve him well on his new path. This is why I am here. It is no coincidence that I have also been left with the plans for the Agarthan device. That is how I get to the Great War. I'll need some help. But in my visions, I have seen that I will have help soon. For now, I must bide my time. For my time is coming.
Log entry 937, date May 15th, 1942. Dear Diary, our men have safely returned from Africa, where they recovered a number of artifacts buried underground in some sort of subterranean cowboy village. Apparently it was American. That's right, an American cowboy western town, buried underground in Africa. Stupid American Schwein. With their apple pie and their baseballs, all thinking they can just waltz into another country and claim it as theirs. There is no art to their work. But I digress. The boys have returned with a number of fascinating articles and documents. They have pieces from a destroyed machine called the Pack-a-Punch. With a name as clever as that, it must be American. I have given the schematics to Dr. Porter. Perhaps he will have better luck replicating Jebediah Brown's work. Speaking of that blacksmith, we also recovered plans for the Agarthan device. It seems that the blacksmith already built one of the pieces, the fabled Vril vessel. The Agarthan device, a device capable of granting that which one desires. Almost like a genie in a bottle. I think I shall keep this genie in my back pocket. If my plan fails, and it won't, perhaps this device can get me to Agartha. Log entry 1438, date July 18th, 1945. Dear Diary, I have been at Group 935's Siberian facility now for merely days, but mein cup already runneth over with exciting news. First, yesterday, I learned that I would receive not one, not two, but 3 test subjects. Hopefully with proper 115 injections, we will be able to use these specimens to access the human mind. The Chancellor's undead army is on standby until we crack this crucial step. And secondly...
Here he is, Richtofen.
Get your damn hands off me. Now what do we have here? A spy? If you know what's good for you, you'd let me go. Oh yes, yeah, I'm sure you work with someone incredibly important. Honestly, you have no idea. How did you find my secret facility? Who are you? I'm a reporter. I was hired by a man, Mr. Rapt. I never met him. He asked me to find some goods for him. Things he wanted badly. Sounds thrilling. And what were these goods he wanted so badly? Look, I don't know the specifics. He just told me to travel to Russia. He gave me these coordinates, which led me here. How was I supposed to know it was a freaking German base? He gave some vague description of a strange metal object. This, I assume? Yeah, that'll be it. Called it the Seal of Duality. Whatever the hell that means. Well, the Vril vessel is not for sale. And is certainly not for stealing. But it is curious. I have only just arrived at this facility, bringing the Vril vessel with me, yet you somehow knew it would be here. How is this possible? How the hell am I supposed to know? I just go where the Shadow Man says to go. I don't know how he does it. Listen, if Mr. Rapt wants to find you, he's got his ways. Look, you want to go ahead and get this over with? If you're going to kill me, kill me. Not like it'll matter. It's kind of funny, you know? Something Mr. Rapt said. about if I failed him and died, it'd be okay. He said he'd reach out to me all over the multiverse, whatever that means. I didn't pay it no mind then, but maybe some other me is out there having a lot better luck than I am.
Sir, what should we do?
Take the strange, sad riddle man away. Find a hole. Log entry 1469, date August 28th, 1945. Dear Diary, progress continues on unlocking the human mind. If Germany hopes to continue their war, they need an undead army willing to obey orders. There's also been further interest in the super soldat program. The German Chancellor considers this of high interest. We have begun the cloning process. We will have to see what results we yield. Test subject N3WB has been vomiting for 2 days straight. Our poor janitor. He has nightmares. Needless to say, we will no longer be serving fish. The Russian subject continues to be unresponsive. Dr. Yena suggested a serum made of vodka, but considering my concerns about his loyalty, I wonder if this is perhaps another attempt at sabotage. The specimen from Mexico continues to rant incoherently about giant monsters and some uber-fun war. Perhaps we were a little too eager with his 115 injections. I did not think he would go this crazy so quickly. If I'm being honest, I'm beginning to find this work a little drab and boring. Undead army, super soldat programs. Group 935's deal with Germany has truly limited the organization's potential. The appearance of the spy last month has inspired me to review the blacksmith's schematics. The Garthen device and its 3 components, the vril vessel, the Apothicon blood, and the elemental shard. The instructions to creating the elemental shard have my interest piqued. 4 human souls merged with element 115. Not that I'm trying to brag, but this may be something in my wheelhouse. Scalpel, please, Dr. Yena.
Scalpel, Dr. Richtofen. What exactly are you looking for, Dr. Richtofen?
We are attempting to locate an appropriate stimuli that will trigger the brain's involuntary willingness to obey command. There we are. Forceps, Dr. Yena, if you please.
Forceps, Dr. Richtofen. But the liver and kidneys, or the spleen?
Our goal is to unlock the barrier to the human mind. With element 115, it is important that we explore every possibility. The barrier may be where we least expect it. There we are. Retractors, please.
Retractors? It seems the Chancellor has been pushing us harder these last days. Is this because of the spy that was discovered at the asylum?
I do not know, Dr. Yena. Our German leader, along with Dr. Maxis, is so limited in his thinking. His goals are simple-minded, childish. He keeps pushing for his undead army when he could have the elemental shard.
The elemental shard?
A device capable of endless energy. We could use it to craft anything, including an Agarthan device of immense power. Hold this open while I grab the injector.
Agarthan device? Why haven't I heard about this?
Dr. Yena, do you have a firm grip? You are shaking.
I'm ready. Please, proceed.
Injecting serum in 3, 2, 1. Hold it open. The injection is nearly complete.
I can't hold this grip.
Well, I guess the barrier isn't in his spleen. Nincompoop! You did this. I knew it. You let go on purpose.
Richtofen, it was an accident. My hand slipped.
Don't cough. Oh, well, the Russian subject recently began responding to stimuli, but only after injecting him with a new serum made primarily from vodka. Perhaps this is a breakthrough in the experiment we have been waiting for. Perhaps I was too harsh on Dr. Yena. It was he, after all, who suggested the vodka serum. Credit where credit is due. Today also marks a great success for one of my side projects. Using a processed rock of element 115 and the Vril vessel, I was able to successfully siphon a piece of the souls from our 3 specimens and inject them into the rock. Without access to a fourth individual, I used part of my own essence. Much to my surprise, the rock grew and transformed, creating a beautiful shard of glass made purely from element 115 and parts from 4 human souls. The Vril vessel, the elemental shard. All we need now is the Apothicon blood, and the Agarthan device shall be complete. End log entry 1474. Or should I say 1474? Doesn't matter. You cannot do this. You have no authority.
You left me no choice, Dr. Richtofen. You used 935 resources to work on personal projects. You've been threatening the employees, myself included, and you're clearly suffering from excessive 115-induced delusions.
Suffering from excessive 115-induced delusions? How dare you accuse me of such vile lies!
Dr. Maxis has ordered the elemental shard to be sent to Division 9, where they are better equipped to study it appropriately. You are to cease experimentation on the test subjects and put them on ice. You are to return with them to Der Ries and meet with Dr. Maxis. He would like to discuss your dedication to the cause.
Mine dedication? All of my projects, my programs. You think I'm not dedicated? You have taken everything from me. Oh, well, I still have the DG2 in active development. I suppose that's something.
Actually, no. I'm afraid Dr. Maxis has cancelled its mass production as well.
Scheiße! This is all you're doing. You are intentionally sowing discontent. You are trying to destroy us from within. You're working for the Americans, aren't you? You're a spy. Just like Dr. Peter McCain, Dr. Maxis would never have hired Americans, no matter how much genius they have.
No, Dr. Richtofen, that's your paranoia talking. You've been exposed to element 115 for too long. I'm just a loyal servant to Group 935 trying to protect its interests. Now, if you have any issues, I suggest bringing them up with Dr. Maxis.
Oh, don't you worry, little lying apple pie brain, Herr Yena. I intend to bring up a great many things with Dr. Maxis.
These four, they exist across all of time and space. Different dimensions, different Earths, different wars. They are always there. No four are truly the original. They are all just different. They all exist in their own way. But as the ether grows and continues to corrupt, so too will their torment. My father was my whole world. Even when I was alone, and trapped, and corrupted by the ether, I thought only of him. When Richtofen took him from me, I thought I would never get him back. I did not know yet my papa lived. He seized control of the ether. He pulled me from the moon to Agartha. But I saw the great evil in his eyes. The ether had not know what to do. It's nowhere to turn. I was forced to reach out to my sworn enemies. They were different versions, living in another time and place, another dimension. The four men who once tried to kill me became the four men who saved me. And my father. The four are connected to the ether. Their souls are linked to it, interwoven and intertwined. If the universe were held together with tape and bits of string, they are that string. Pull the string, it all unravels. It falls apart. Richtofen did it. Then he forged the elemental shard. He bound their souls to the ether. All versions connected, linked eternally to the infinite. Now they are one. They give each other life. The fate of one is tied to the other. The ether. It knows it must keep them alive. It knows it must bind them to their existence. This corruption that has been spread through the universe, when it was unleashed upon the earth, it had no way of knowing. It would be bound to the four. Nikolai and the others, if they succeed, Element 115, the Keepers, the corruption, everything. It will be banished to the place below creation. The place of darkness. Alone with Dr. Monty.
everybody, this is Old Song. I want you all to join in.
I've got to be honest, Nikolai. I'm not sure if I want to join in.
I'll sing for my supper, I'll drink to another, I'll tell all ye folks a tall tale.
A tall tale?
Well, it's all based on fact, though I should say the act of telling gets taller each day.
Literally.
Now you all know tune. It's time for someone else to sing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank Dempsey. My Aunt Jemima thought nothing was finer than lazing around every day. But my Aunt Jemima lost it all in a fire, including herself, by the way.
I thought that word Jemima line was going somewhere else entirely.
Takeo Masaki.
Yeah, Tech, give us something about the Emperor. Or honor.
Honor is one thing, but I'm feeling nothing but lack of opportunity. Our leaders are watching, but I'm not so eager to let them still watch over me.
Nicely done, Takeo. What about you, Richtofen?
Yeah.
Do you have any soul?
No.
I did. A long time ago. But it hurts just to think about it.
I started this song, but please don't get me wrong. No one sings unless they want to sing. We're all telling tales and we're all singing songs, drinking our drinks from midnight till dawn.
I was trying to say something there.
Sorry, Richtofen, we're not messing with you. We want to hear your dulcet tones. Ain't that right?
Yes!
Really? Really? This isn't the song that I wanted to sing. But nobody gets what they want. I was the nicest one, but you won't even remember me.
And if you start to doubt, you should know that without hindsight, we'd all be blind every day. You swallowed the tail of the whale. You were bit by the bite of the shark.
Ouch!
Amigos, I will get right to the point. You need the Agarthan device. I know how to construct it. Help me, and I will let you have the device once I am done with it. Take these. They can help you communicate with otherworldly entities. I have faith you will know what to do.
I'm not sure what that floaty thing is, but I'm not in any hurry to mess with it.
Reservation phrases.
Whatever living fuck is this?
This is where we refine the 115. Ever living in you.
These offerings, please us. We speak now the tongue which is forbidden. Bring us the seal of duality, that will make cleave to our sworn enemy. We must restore that which was separated. Seek the seal of duality in the walls where ether was gathered.
Found seal of duality. His vessel for containing Apothicon blood. Take it.
You ever seen anything like this, Richtofen?
Oh, yeah, I know that object as the Vril vessel. Not to be confused with the Vril device.
Bring us our vessel.
Remind me never to piss off the Apothicon blood.
Retrieve what we have lost.
Comrades, remember, Apothicons are creatures of primordial corruption. You must be their purifier. Tame the blood you collect.
Killing you purifies me! Bye-bye!
I've known some of you for a long time. The others, well, kind of feels that way too. It's not always been plain sailing, but it looks like we finally pulled it off. So, to answer Nikolai's question about what I really want, I just want my happy ending.
Yeah, me too, brother.
Okay, calm down. By happy ending, I mean finally being able to hang up my guns and maybe do something that won't end up getting me maimed or killed. Look, I know what you're thinking. What the hell else can Dempsey do besides be knee-deep in combat? Well, I've thought about that. We may have won our war, but that doesn't mean there won't still be a need for soldiers. Reckon I might serve my country best by helping train up the next generation of recruits. You know, pass on my expert knowledge.
Excellent idea. Making the next generation even dumber is the American way.
Sip it, Doc, before I do it for you with my boot.
Anyway, while we're on the subject of boots, let me just raise a glass to one of the finest men to ever set foot in a pair. Peter McCain, Semper Fi, brother. Semper Fi.
Sympathy! Hip hip hooray! Sorry.
Okay, vessel collected some blood. You're doing great. Next, find the elemental shaft. I'm not sure what it is.
Nikolai Belinski knows. I teleported elemental shard there. He's safely behind very strong door. Will require much power to open.
I think he means a power fuse. We'll have to find one. And something tells me these stones will help.
these rocks mean anything to you, Edward?
They're soapstones. Other than that, I've got zilch.
All right, Lighthouse. Do your stuff. Oh, I'm so giddy I could just pee my name in the snow. Oh, but that's a lot of letters. I really haven't had that much to drink today.
I was afraid of this. Our fuse needs charging. Seek power sources, comrades. You're so close. Hooray! Fuse now has partial charge. Find some other way to generate more power. Charge! Go see! Say hello to Elemental Shard. Is very important piece of puzzle.
Together! That's handy.
I created the Elemental Shard, you know. Just saying.
Burn it all to the ground! Everything! Bye-bye!
So, we got these Boy Scouts to run around frantically trying to construct some Agarthan device. I get it, but what is it? What does it do?
The Agarthan device can do many things. It has the power to open and close new worlds.
New worlds? Ain't we opened enough new worlds? Isn't that why we're in this mess in the first place?
As I said, it has the power to do many things. For us, I intend to use it to bring us the peace that has eluded us for so long.
Cheers to that, but we'll see.
Udin Zdrovia.
I need a refill.
So this is it, right? The Agarthan device!
Close, Sammy, but it's not quite done yet.
You made it! The Agarthan device! Get up here! Los muertos are not going to be happy about this. Keep them off my back while I work, okay? You alive? Bueno. The bad news is you still have to get the device up to full power.
Wait a minute. You can put stuff in these other than guns? Misty, look away for a second. I'm gonna have to keep packing it, aren't I? This one should finish the job. Talk to me, a Garfin device, or Apothicon blood, or even PJ Nikolai.
What am I, a hero?
It is time. We are ready.
Stay calm, Samuel! Stay calm! I'm fucking surrounded!
Light and darkness reunite. The duality is resolved.
I'm just glad she's on our side.
So, Richtofen, what exactly is the deal with Sam? Weren't you mortal enemies?
Oh, yeah, very mortal indeed. But a lot has changed. Maybe since we both got a little taste of the MPD, it's helped us see a little more eye to eye.
I know she's got every right to be mad, what with her dad being killed and all. But how can we be sure she won't turn on us?
You know, there was a time on the place where Maxis was very much a father to me, too. What? You're serious? I only ever knew him as a bitter rival.
The Chronorium shows only Samantha's path to redemption. When war is over, she will be normal child again. Innocent. Same as boy.
Well, that's nice to know. It's been a long time since I've been innocent. Do not remind me. I tell you what, a long time ago, Samantha told me something very important. She promised she would keep us safe forever, and that she would make everything okay. She said her dad had a plan.
Look, the lighthouse beam!
I hate this! Get ready for the fight of your life. Oh. Here goes nothing. Or everything.
Bye-bye!
Insta-kill!
Ah, no. Did we do this? Whatever this is?
I know what is happening. Device is evolving, affecting all Element 115 in the area. You must stay close to a Garfin device. Protect until it reaches final state.
Time to stand and fight. I'm up to my neck in dead meat over here.
Double points!
Stop and go! moving!
Many times of a war, Nikolai. A great war.
Yeah, a war unlike any we have ever seen.
Oh, are you going to tell them everything, Nikolai? The Apothicons, the Keepers, the Shadow Man, the Dark Ether, Monty.
Shadow Man? The Apotha what's? What's he talking about, Nikolai?
They are legends contained in the book. The Chronorium. Tales of demons and angels commanded by the forces of light and darkness.
That does not sound unlike any war we have ever faced.
Demons and angels, light and darkness, the big stuff. Who was who? Which was which? Do you know that, Nikolai?
Monty and Shadow Man were more similar than you know, Richtofen. Both were corrupted by the Dark Ether. One by his own ambition, the other desperately trying to save his friend. Do you remember when I asked you what you really want?
We remember. But why do you ask this now?
Because the Great War? No. The greatest war is the one we fight against ourselves.
This is eerie. I almost liked it better with the meat munchers running around. Almost. My knees can't take this!
Hey, you got it? Bring it up here! You made it! There comes the device! Get up here!
Well, thanks, but they damn sure tried. What's he up to in that lighthouse? Doesn't look right. Hey, it's one of those portal things! Where's he going?
Do you hear the sounds of conflict? He is going to war.
My friends! You asked me before what my name is.
I did not tell you because I no longer felt like myself, you know? But you brought me back. You made me whole again. My name is Pablo Marinus, once and future hero of the Great War. And I am going to save the universe!
Save the universe, huh? I thought that was our job.
Go, comrades! He left that for you! Comrades, as we toast our victory, I want each of you to think about what you really want. Where would you like to go now? Believe me, you can have it.
Richtofen? Has something gone wrong? We did everything you asked! You haven't forgotten about us, have you?
No, Sammy. I haven't forgotten about you.
It is time, Richtofen. The multiverse must come to an end. The paradox must be resolved. At least, it will be quick.
What are you talking about? We found the Agarvan device!
I know. And I'm so sorry.
Me too, Richtofen. We fought for what we wanted. We got more than we deserved. All the chapters of our lives, good and bad. Even if there was no witness, even if no one cared to see, it still happened somewhere. We fought the Great War over and over, but victory could never be ours. We were always doomed to fail. Monty told us the truth. Our journey is the very reason this madness exists. We are the ones who fractured the universe. This is the truth the Chronorium showed me. The truth Richtofen could no longer face. When we are gone, so too is everything that spewed forth from the ether. Element 115, the Apothicons, even Monty himself. All of it will be banished to where it belongs. The dark ether.
be here. Our time has passed. But for all the pain and torment we have endured together, as we leave this life behind, it is my hope that you know one thing beyond any doubt.
Look away, Eddie.
You are more than just my allies, my brothers in arms. You were my friends. To my home, my beloved, before the bombs fell, if only to die by her side.
I see myself at peace, serene, sitting beneath a cherry blossom tree, listening to the joy of my children that pray.
I think I'd like to teach medicine, maybe pathology.
Now, the more I think about it, the more I think I'd be a darn good DI. Get those kids toughened up.
I would like to be in favorite bar, but as long as I have vodka, I am a happy man.
I would like to know for sure that I brought honor to my ancestors and the Emperor.
I should probably try to relax. Take up a hobby. Maybe I could open my own morgue.
Let me think about it. Wherever I go, you know I'll be kicking ass.